What's up everyone? So this is the first look at the new Aero Hunter Merlin tree saddle. A couple things you notice about it right away. It's got a mesh back, mesh fabric on it, so it's just a little bit lighter weight, breathes really well. And it's also got kind of a framework to it. So as you'll notice, it's not like a real bundle like the other, like the Kestrel Flex. It's got a little framework. I'm honestly not sure 100% of the reasoning for that, but I imagine it just kind of hugs your body a little bit better. And also I do know that it's easier to step into because it's not just like flopping all over the place. But that is the first thing you'll notice. The other thing that I noticed right off the bat is actually it widens or lengthens just with this like collapsible pleat here. So if you're a short, I imagine what this is for is if you're a shorter person, this saddle can be shorter. If you're a taller person, the saddle actually extends. So you'll see right here that actually opens up. So if you have like a bigger butt, it'll help cup it better. It'll be longer and get around your butt a little bit better and hold you up a little bit better. Whereas if it's shorter and you don't have as much of a butt, I don't know, everybody's body's different, I guess. You don't need that additional length. So it collapses in on itself and it expands and retracts, which is really nice. The other big piece with that is some of the other saddles that I've tried, they're too short for me, and what that causes is it causes ride up, which is essentially a wedgie. Like it causes ride up in my butt crack. And with a longer saddle and a longer pleat like this, I've been in this for only 15 minutes, but I didn't have any sort of ride up at all in the 15 minutes that I tried it. So again, this is like a first look. To that end, like I haven't spent hours and hours in here. I'm just kind of showing off the new saddle so you guys can get a feel for what it is and the additional features that it provides. So again, you have that expansion and retraction possibility. The other big piece, which is really big for saddles in general, is customization. Just because a pair of jeans fits me doesn't mean it's going to fit you. Same with a pair of boots. Just because it fits me well, it doesn't mean it's going to fit you well. So trying to design a saddle that fits multiple body types is really difficult, and it all comes down to having customizable straps, customizable length, and customizable positioning. So what Aero Hunter did here, and I imagine this is what they were thinking, I don't know, I'm not the designer of this, but with the bridge and the leg straps, you actually have customizable positioning. So I can actually move this bridge strap here, I can move it up on the loop and tighten it down and have it up here. I can move it to the middle, I can move it all the way to the bottom. Same with the leg straps. So you can move it all the way to the bottom, move it to the middle or the top. And that just gives you customization for comfort. What I found in that 15 minutes that I tried it out was essentially that if you had your leg straps moved down to the bottom and you're a sitter, it puts more pressure on your legs and less pressure on your hips. If you move it all the way up, it puts a lot more pressure on your hips and a lot less on your legs. I think there is a common ground for everyone somewhere in the middle here. It's up to you guys to figure that out. You put it on, try it one way or the other, and just keep moving around until you get that comfort. So for me, this bridge is kind of going to sit in the middle, and I'll adjust it up or down an inch or so, but the extremes of the top and bottom really tell you what it's really pulling on or how much it's going to stress a certain portion of your body. So it just gives you a better idea. So I would encourage you, if you do get this saddle, try the bottom, try the top, and then figure out what you like and find a spot in the middle. So that's a big piece of this saddle. And again, the customization portion of this saddle just really helps it fit more body types, whether you have a big butt, whether you have no butt, whether you're 6'5", whether you're 5'5", whether you're 300 pounds, or whether you're 120 pounds. This saddle should be able to fit you, and that's the whole portion of the that's the whole reasoning behind the customization process here. It just helps fit a lot more people. So you also have a fully adjustable bridge as well, and that was always a big thing for me. A few different saddles have that now, but having an adjustable bridge for your length, so your tether can be short and your bridge can be short, or your tether can be long and your bridge can be long or shorter, just really helps with hip pinch. So I like a shorter bridge. Some people like a really long bridge. Again, customization factor, it's up to you guys. But for me, a nice short bridge that's probably, I don't know, what is this, 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet, that's where I like it to be, and that's where I found the most comfort with my Kestrel Flex, and that's because it also has an adjustable bridge. So that's where I'm probably going to be keeping this one as well. Last thing, buckles. Buckles are still the same Aero Hunter buckles. Aero Hunter's been essentially designing, the reason I looked at them in the first place, they've been designing arborist gear and rock climbing gear, I think. I'm not 100, no, I think it's just arborist gear for years and years and years, and tree climbing gear and all that. So I trust the safety of the buckles. So I'm not modifying them at all. I'm not cutting them off and putting other buckles on here. The biggest problem some people have with these is that they're loud and that they're a little bit heavier. So when they hit, they clink, right? So for me, like I'm going to be putting like gaff tape or silent tape on here. But essentially what I do when I get out of my truck, just so I don't make any noise, is I will put the saddle on right away. So those buckles are pretty much done, and again, they'll have gaff tape on. And then I don't like wearing the leg straps right off the bat. Sometimes I walk pretty far, a mile and a half, and I've actually had pants wear out in the crotch from these straps rubbing on them so much. So what I do now is I'll actually take them and I'll just stick them right in my pocket. So then on my walk in, they're just in my pocket. When I get to my tree, I pop them out, I hook them up, and I'm ready to go. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy way to do it, and I like that. That works for me. So again, this is just pretty much a initial review of this. I don't have pheasant hunters. I don't have a whole lot of time in here, but I will be spending hours and hours, probably 10 hours this weekend, and probably another, I don't know, 60 hours over the course of the season, 60, 70 hours in this thing. So I should be able to give a much greater in-depth review towards the end of season this year. All right, if you guys have any questions, have any comments, want to know anything more, please drop them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. And I hope you guys found this useful. Catch you later.